Welcome to a new episode of Dreamer Talks. Today we will explore together an exclusive segment of the luxury real estate market, the off-market property. What are the off-market property and why Italy's most exclusive residences sometimes are invisible and not accessible? We will reply to these questions with Andrea Busoni, our general manager. Ciao Andrea.
Ciao Chiara, thank you for having me today. It's a pleasure to be here.
So let's start. Could you explain a bit more about what we mean when we talk about off-market properties and what does this term mean for Dreamer Real Estate?
Off-market properties are residences that are never being publicly listed on the market. We're talking about unique properties that we choose to present discreetly and privately to clients that are seeking something that is out of the ordinary. Currently, I would say that about the 20% of the properties in our portfolio falls into this segment and is actually growing significantly in the latest years. These properties are part of an hidden market, which is more difficult to find and sometimes has much longer sales times compared to traditional methods. You won't find these properties on website or in public catalogs, but they're offered only to those who are part of our exclusive network. Additionally, off-market for us is also sometimes a method of research. So we're searching for out of the market properties. In some cases, we seek properties that are not officially for sale, but could be for the right buyer.
But why do some owners choose and prefer to keep their property off-market? Isn't an unusual decision?
Actually, there are many different specific reasons. Many owners of these off-market properties are seeking absolute privacy, since they own properties that have often been of their family for generations and that have historical artistic value that deserves to be treated with the utmost discretion, of course. And exposing these properties publicly would devalue them for bringing unwanted attention. Moreover, a certain type of clientele prefers a highly selective selling process. What does it mean? It means to avoid long public negotiations, aiming for a more direct dialogue with truly interested buyers. In some cases, we create the market ourselves. If a client is specifically looking for a property in a certain location, it can happen that the owner is not willing to sell in that specific moment, but it could be that he would consider selling under exclusive conditions and eventually at a price that is well above the average market at times.
So, how we can access to this opportunity if they are not public?
Accessing an off-market property means entering into a relationship of trust. At Dreamer Real Estate, we don't work as simple intermediaries, but we try and create a genuine connection between the extraordinary properties and the buyers who share a vision with the property itself. The first step to enter in our, let's say, reserved ecosystem, we include actually an online platform accessible only by invitation, where we present some of our most exclusive properties only and always with the utmost discretion. Then what we have also a private Instagram channel and a VIP newsletter offering previews and exclusive updates. So for the most iconic and sensitive properties, the process is very much often more structured. Of course, often to share detailed information, we require the signature of a non-disclosure agreement, followed by an in-depth due diligence process, presentation of proof of funds, and in some cases, the signature of a letter of intent before entering in negotiations, for example.
And how does Dreamer approach the world of market property? How they treat these exclusive residences?
So for us, off-market properties are not just a sales method, but as I said before, they're more of an ecosystem dedicated to those who appreciate beauty and where each property is treated as a rare and difficult to find resource. We have developed targeted communication tools like private Instagram channel and exclusive newsletter, which actually allow our clients to early access extraordinary properties. Our network includes experts also who help us offer a comprehensive service from evaluation to enhancing the property to specific uses. Some of our iconic properties like, let's say, castles, wineries and hotels, or hospitality structures and historical villas require support that goes beyond just the purchase. We help clients to turn the property into an investment or a life project.
And are off-market properties a new trend, you think, in the luxury real estate, or do they represent something more lasting?
Off-market properties are not a trend, but rather a response to a concrete need for personalization and discretion in the luxury sector. Today, those who invest in high-level properties are not just looking for a home, but an exclusive context. So a property that reflects their lifestyle and many times also their vision. This approach allows us to respect the seller's privacy requirements, which are fundamental, while offering at the same time to the buyers privileged access to a market that would otherwise remain hidden. Additionally, the value of off-market properties is often higher than average. The uniqueness and rarity of the property together are determining the price, and they're not utilizing the usual market price logicals. Thanks to our waiting list and network, we're able to offer our client early access to these rare properties, some of which actually would never be made available to the public.
Thanks, Andrea, to be with us and to give us an overview about this exclusive segment and, let's say, hidden part of the luxury real estate market.
Thank you so much for having me today.
It was very fascinating and interesting and helpful, let's say.
Thanks. Thank you.
Thank you. And thanks to you to be with us. We see you soon in our next Dreamer Talks with a new guest, a new topic.